Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone?
Hey y'all!
And Brandon's like, hey, y'all. I'm like,
Hey y'all!
what was I doing? I think it was in my whipping chat I recorded today. I said at one point, I feel like I'm like a newscaster or something because I kept announcing, like, now the next segment will be this. And that I'm like, what am I doing here? I don't know. It was a weird day. What can I say? So, hi, Karen and Risa and Joe. Karen and Risa and Joe and Marion.
I'm
Hello,
Marion. I'm
Marion.
Margaret.
And Margaret. And
Lynn.
and who else?
Lynn.
Oh, I'm not down that far yet.
You're not done that for you.
I'm not down that far yet. No. We were just talking about dinner. I just got back from physical therapy for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. See if we can make my knee feel better.
Physical
So Lynn is
therapy can be
here.
long.
Margaret's husband's making dinner. I think Dale's going to make dinner tonight. I did dinner last night. I think it's his turn. Yeah. That's how that works.
I think Wayne's in there. I think he's gonna make dinner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, Karen, my hair is lighter. I got it colored. Well, highlighted technically.
Hi,
Highlight
Catherine.
low.
Catherine's here too.
Hey, Catherine.
Yeah, that's what I said. She sent me a picture when she got it done, but seeing it now, it's even like lighter than it looked in the picture.
But I like it though. I like it.
Nice, yeah. Um, down low on the list. What's low on the list, Lynn? I missed something.
Oh no, she was just farther
Joe,
down on the list.
what is a double decker taco? I don't know what a double decker is. Is that like a Taco Bell double decker Taco Bell where you have a hard shell?
And then the soft shell? No, that's called something else.
What?
That's called something else. I don't
know. It's a double decker.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you guys. You're so sweet.
Yeah,
thank
Joe
you.
said yes. So they took a hard shell and they put beans inside, and then you slide your like regular taco inside of that in a soft shell.
Oh,
That's
okay.
double decker. We never actually made those at home. Do they still make those at Taco Bell? I don't know if they do. Do they make them?
Yes, they still make them. That's why I said it was called something. They called it something. The crunch something.
Yeah, that's not the same though. That's not the same. It's not the
they
same
have
as
the
the
soft shell on the outside, and they got the beans, and they got the hard shell, and you got your meat and all that stuff. And they call it something.
Yeah, they're a little different though, but anyhow. Put the beans on the soft shell and the hard shell. Now see, I think that the beans is on the soft shell. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right, Joe. It's different from the crunch wrap. I knew that. Yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, I used to get double deckers all the time. They were really good.
Well, it is Tuesday, so it's supposed to be Taco Tuesday for y'all.
And Dale already had tacos.
Did he go ahead and have the tacos yesterday?
No, he went today. He went today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the guys that he would go get tacos with don't go on Mondays. They go on Tuesday up that way. So, yeah. But he took my car, I realized. He called me with the guys, and they were having tacos in my car. And then we just took my car to go to physical therapy. And I'm like, why are the windows down?
Maybe it was for after the taco.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Or during the tacos. I don't know. Hi, Sherry. I don't think I said hi to Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. Oh, I love the Taco Bell pizza, the Mexican pizza. Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's just okay for me. It's just, it's okay. That's all. It's okay. It's not a fan favorite for me. Just okay.
It's one of my favorites, but it's one of those that you have to eat it right then when it's warm, because then it gets soggy if you don't. But that's kind of the same way I feel about tacos. If you don't eat that taco right then, it gets soggy.
Well, I don't like hard shell tacos. I don't like hard shell tacos generally. I just like soft shell. So,
see, I don't eat soft shell tacos. I'm not. I feel like if I'm going to eat the soft shell, the only soft shell one I will eat is the oh Lord, what's it called? It's the chalupa, and
Um,
that's because it's a
they
fried,
fry it.
yeah, some sort of
Yeah.
fried shell.
Yeah, that's not even a soft shell, nothing. There's no soft shell there.
Oh,
Hello,
Jennifer,
Sue
hey.
and Jennifer. You keep missing the lives. You don't have this book. Oh well, yeah. Oh, you voted too late and we'd already picked. Well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. This one's really good though. I mean, so if you get a
Oh yeah.
minute to pick, and it's really quick. It's quick. It goes very fast. So it's a good book. It reads fast. Yeah, I would tell you to go ahead and pick it up sometime and read it. It's good.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
I don't
yeah,
like
it's
hard
it's
shells.
it's good.
Mm-mm. That's why the double decker, they were good with the soft shell, like on the outside. I don't like hard shells because they just fall apart all the time. They just fall apart.
So
And
it's not that you have a problem with the texture of the crunch.
no, they just fall apart.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No. Yeah, this one does go really fast. So anyhow.
It does. Oh my goodness.
So let's see. Let me get my brain straight. I'm not gonna talk about the dog book that I'm reading. The stray dog that has found a family. He's trying to figure out if these people are nice or not, because normally people aren't nice. People are mean when you're a stray dog.
What
Anyhow,
is it like from the perspective of the dog?
yes, yes, it is.
Oh,
Yep, and what he's learning and his new family and all that. I don't know how many Kristen Hannas I've actually read, Joe.
this is my first.
It might be my first too. I mean, I have a couple on my shelf, and a couple have always interested me, but I don't think I've ever actually read one.
I kind of like how she is like it's still building my interest, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like especially with what he's thinking of doing. I'm just like, whoo, do we
Yeah.
really want to do that?
Well, I think he's going to do it. I'm pretty sure he's going to do it. We need to read some more of her books. Well, read some synopsis, Sherry, and see which ones you think is good. Lynn, I don't think the dog dies. It's called a cozy dog story, so I don't think the dog dies. I think it's good.
It's got to be one of those.
But I think the dog's going to go through some. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, I don't want the dog to die either.
Yeah, I
Reading
can't
that
do an
one
old
book with the
yeller
dog.
thing.
The one book that I read, and then became a movie. What was that one? I loved that book. Oh my god, it was so good, but it was so sad.
I don't know the sad dog books that I've read. I read Old Yeller before I ever watched it. It made me cry. Where the Red Fern Grows. Oh my god! Every time I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't.
I've never read that one. I never read that. Mm-mm.
Where the Red Fern Grows. It is a really good book, but it's so
The dog dies.
you get
Marley.
so.
That was it, Karen Marley.
Oh,
Marley and
God,
me. Oh
the
god.
movie Marley and Me. Oh,
Right?
oh.
I read the book and watched the movie. That was double whammy. Boing. What was I thinking, right? I've heard a lot of good things about The Great Alone. Is that the Alaska one? I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it the Alaska? I don't remember though.
Well, Lynn, don't read Where the Red Fern Grows either.
Oh, those are classic books, you guys. That makes a good story, though. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but it makes a good story. So anyhow, it was very interesting how he, mentioned the ex-husband's name, and she blinks her eyes.
Oh, but can you imagine how he must have felt when he found that pillowcase?
Yeah, the whole bag of goodies. I mean,
That was like
he knew she had been married. That was not.
yeah, he knew that, and but at the same time he was okay because she didn't want to talk about it, so he was okay not talking about it. Now he's like, I should have,
right?
Because now he's like, how do I compare? How do I
never knew? That is just weird, isn't it? If you think about it. I mean, I've been married before, and I can't even imagine what it would be like to not even know who my ex's spouse was. Not even know who they were. That seems really weird.
I would think I would want to know. I mean, just
Yeah.
Even if they're like, I don't really want to talk about it. Well, at some point after you're married and you have kids, you like,
Right.
I don't know.
It would seem like you would say at some point during your marriage, if not before. I mean, I don't think I could have married somebody if I didn't know everything about them. I don't know. But yet he did. And he kind of knew that he wasn't her first love, and he might not be the same. She might not be as in love with him as he was in love with her. Right?
Yeah. And I think that's where it's hitting him, is because, well, unfortunately, even her mother is like, yeah, she really was 100%. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she looked at him, and that's when he saw those pictures. She looked at him the way that he feels like she's never looked at
Yeah.
him.
Like he's not quite as special as the first guy. Yeah, and then
I
she
know.
does start crying okay, they didn't get her to blink again, but she starts crying. And Liam just keeps like going, no, keep talking to her, keep talking to her. I know it has to do with this, her ex-husband and whatnot. And she's just like, she doesn't want to because, I don't know, because it was painful. Something tragic must have happened. I mean,
I think something had to have.
yeah. Besides just the fact that he was this movie star and he started like fooling around and doing his whole movie star life, and she was left in the, waiting in the wings or whatever. I think something tragic happened, and he really, really, really broke her heart.
He
So,
really broke her heart. And her mom, I just don't think wants her to, when she, to wake back up. And I don't think her mom obviously doesn't want to think about him either. And so that's why she's just like, this is a dangerous idea. This is a dangerous idea.
yeah.
But he's like, if it's what wakes her up, if it's what she needs, even if I lose her to him,
Yeah.
I want her
I
alive.
don't want her to
He
die.
knows she can't stay there.
Yeah.
She can't stay in the condition she's in, because obviously she is going, her
Downhill.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want her to die. I would rather sacrifice my relationship with her and our marriage to have her alive than to sit here and just let her die. Right? Yes, Marion, first love is hard to forget. That's why I turned around and married it. Took a while. But we got to it. But yeah, no, you're right. Totally. I mean, I get that 100%. Did I ever love anybody like I love Dale? No.
No, same here.
Yeah.
I'm married to my first love. Now, do I have another love that I was a deep love, that was in between? Yeah.
It was 45 years later, Marianne. Good for you. Good for you.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Mine wasn't quite that long. It was in the 20s somewhere.
Mine was only 6 years in between.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did a lot of living in between, but yeah, it's something. It's just like, you're like, this is where I was meant to be. Finally back home, and that's probably what he's worried about is going to happen. But here's the difference. My first love wasn't an asshole. My first love didn't do something terrible to me, which I think hers did. I think that's the big difference.
I mean, he obviously hurt her really bad, not physically, because even the mother said not physically. But I think it's one of those that it sounded like something like he did her like what the father did to her mother.
And I mean, they were clearly from different walks of life completely. I mean, he was a movie star when he met her, and here she is. She's this mixed race, ethnicity. Mom's working, scrapping to get by. She's trying to do the same. And it was a good ticket out for her,
It's like a Cinderella story. And and it's really hard to fall from what you think is that fairy tale dream.
Yeah. Yeah. And he didn't really care for her. She fell hard for him, and he was, yeah. She was really nothing to him, I don't think, you know? I don't know. You married your ex, divorced him, married him again. Okay. Well,
That's true. Sometimes love is not enough. That's true.
yeah. I said I married my ex, divorced him, let him move back in. We never got remarried. Let him move back in, out, in, out, in, out. I don't know. I lost count, you know? But we never actually got married again. But he had so many chances, so many chances. And was it because he was the love of my life that I did all that, that I kept giving him those chances? No, it wasn't. He wasn't the love of my life. It was just we had children. I wanted it to work. I wanted, you know what I mean?
Try to hold it together for the kids.
Well, if it was going to work, I wanted it to work for them so that we could be a family again and stuff. But
Right.
didn't work. It was a lot of years of just like banging my head against the wall and just like, never mind. Finally, it took me running into Dale and seeing Dale to go, there's better in the world. There's better in the world. That's the man that I wanted to be with, you know? So,
Well, at least you got that. You got it.
yep. Yep.
Because
So,
I'll tell you, I always compared Wayne, like everybody else got compared to Wayne, because in all of my recollections, Wayne treated me, so wonderfully compared to, even though he was young, he still, just the way that he treated me was so much better than any other guy that I dated afterwards. And so when he didn't want to let me go, when he asked me to marry him, I jumped. I didn't care that it had only been 3 days since we
yeah.
after 6 years. I was like, yep.
Yeah. So in the back of this book are topics and discussion questions in the back of the book.
Oh, well, see, I don't know
Some of
that.
them I have to be careful. I can't read too much of because there's stuff that, it's for
Give stuff
post,
away.
post reading of the book. It might give some things away, right? But like the first question doesn't. So it's like Angel Falls begins with the flashback with Ian and Fiona, which are Liam's grandparents. Why do you think she started the book that way? And what tone does it set for the novel as a whole? How do Liam's grandfather and father both motivate and intimidate him?
Well, I mean, you gotta think his grandfather pretty much built that town. So in his right, he's like in the shadow of greatness. And now he is back under another shadow of a famous ex-husband kind of thing.
Like he's
Maybe.
always not the top dog, but
It's like he's trying to catch up,
right.
and but their shadows, right, Karen, their shoes are just so big.
Yeah. Interesting. So he's really stepping out of his self. He's stepping away from himself to worry about somebody else and what's good for somebody else.
Yeah.
Because of how much he loves her. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's so I read the whole book, so not answering.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Because right now we can only imagine. I mean, it has to crush him, this woman that he loves so much. He's going to do anything for her, but the responses are only at those 2 times. And it doesn't matter that she didn't respond on any other times that he said, this man, Julian. It didn't matter. What mattered was the 2 times she responded.
Yeah. Yep.
To Julian.
So pretty sure we know what's going to happen. Pretty sure he's going to look him up and be like, hey, listen, Will he care? Her mother doesn't think he'll care. I don't.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of something where he does like come around and because I don't know, there's just got to be something.
Yeah. Look at there's Lynn too. I'm just listening. You go aheaders. You read aheaders there.
And fun listening to what they're thinking.
Right?
I mean, like I'm wondering now because she has had two different times, is she finally going to pull herself up out of this? What she feels like is that, what does she say? It sounds like she's like in an ocean kind of thing, like she's underwater kind of.
Yeah.
She's hearing some stuff. She's hearing.
All right, there's
she's
three of
not
them. There's
being
three
able
of
to.
them, Brandy. Now I've read the book. Look at that.
Oh, goodness gracious. Wait, no, that's 4.
Well,
Summer,
Lynn,
Margaret, Marion.
Who else? Margaret did too? Oh,
Is
there's
it
Margaret.
Margaret says me too?
Yeah, okay, that's 4. All right. Oh, look at Catherine. Okay, so Brandy, look, I think it's only you and I that haven't read the whole book. Right?
Well, look at there.
Well, although Catherine said she didn't read the whole thing. She said she just read over.
She just accidentally read over.
She didn't say she read the whole thing.
Oh, Marion said she just listened. She didn't read. She listened.
No, that counts, Marion. Just ask
Good,
all those
Risa.
booktubers. All those booktubers.
Risa said she wanted to, but she didn't.
You think it will be? I think it might be hard to get him to come to the hospital because I don't think he cared about her that much. Like she's out of his life. Why does he care? Why does he?
Well, except for one thing, if he's still a star, this might be, maybe he's a star on decline, and this is a good human interest piece that might get him back in the presses.
Oh, well.
Think about it.
Ex-wife in a coma.
Ex-wife in a coma. Can he wake her up?
I come in. I give her a kiss. Like, I wake her up with a kiss. Prince Charming.
Yep. I'm telling you.
There's our good girls there, Sherry and Karen.
Sherry's like, I did the assignment. Karen too.
You get the gold star for today.
I actually gave out gold stars today.
Well, Marion, you listen. You don't drive. Your husband drives, right? You're going to join for the next one? Awesome. That will be so much fun. The more people.
Allison, yes. Yep. We'll love to have you in here. I'm telling you, these are all the books that you guys pick are not ones that I would traditionally pick to read myself, but I am thoroughly enjoying myself.
That's the good thing. Okay, so you did drive. Oh, you drove, Marion. Woo, look at you. So recently, it's the first of the year and this happens, Goodreads has sent me this list multiple times of the highly anticipated books of 2023, right? Okay. So I put a few of them on my little want to read list because these are books that are coming out. Now, of course, there's several romances.
Of course.
Yeah. We did read Emily Henry together, though. Didn't we read Emily Henry? Like her.
Was it The Table?
What?
Who wrote The Table? That one about the table.
No, that wasn't her. Oh, here's one. Here's one I think would be very interesting to read. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. So it's about two young people. I don't know, we're talking about a new book already, but we are. It's about two young people and they develop like a video game or something together. Huh? And it's highly talked about, this book, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Everybody's talking about it. That one's not a new book. That was new in July. So it's fairly new. But that one's really, really talked about a lot. I wanted to throw
Well,
that out
we're
there.
pretty much halfway through the books, right?
I
So it
know,
probably
right?
wouldn't
And
hurt
then
to.
there's this one called The Half Moon, where Malcolm is handsome. He's a bartender at the bar, The Half Moon, and he dreams of owning a bar. His boss is finally ready to retire. He's inspired to buy it. He sees unquantifiable magic and potential in the Half Moon and hopes to make it a bigger success, but realizes quickly his customers don't like change and making a profit won't be easy. So his wife, Jess, is smart, confident, and dedicated to her law career, trying to have a baby, struggling to accept the idea of motherhood that may not be in the cards for her. She feels her youth's beginning to slip away. Hopes and expectations fall short of reality. And how will they reshape their life? So, over a week, this is interesting. Over 1 week, the Half Moon shows off the storytelling and generous spirit of the author that explores a marriage in crisis, what it takes to make a life with another person, and the true meaning of family.
Wow.
Hi,
Hey,
Different
good
Time.
time.
So that one sounded interesting too. And then, of course, there's Emily Henry's fourth book, Happy Place. I know People We Meet on Vacation. Was that? No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Was that
Was that
her?
her? I'm better with the names than I am the authors, unless it's Nora Roberts,
Henry.
James Patterson. Those I kind of tend to keep. But
That
yeah.
was her first book, People We Meet on Vacation. I think that was her first one. And then now, or Book Lovers was her first one. There's Book Lovers, Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, and then our newest one's called Happy Place. And Happy Place isn't, I think it's coming out soon. Nope, not until April. But of course, I want to read those. Anyhow. But yeah, the Goodreads thing's kind of interesting, because sometimes they'll have some good suggestions. Things sound very interesting.
I may have to look. I've got to look up Goodreads. I have yet to look.
I put my stuff on Goodreads now. I use it to keep track of things and my reading and things like that.
Okay.
And I follow a few like not authors, booktubers, like booktubers.
Oh yeah.
And they put their suggestions on what they've been reading and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's good. It's good. But just starting to throw things out there. Tomorrow sounds really good. I mean,
it's not too early to start Shopifying for what we want to
But then
do
we have
next.
some other good ones still on the list too from the last time. So we could kind of I kept the list. See, I kept the list.
You kept this. Oh, Margaret, chicken Alfredo.
Oh.
I smell what smells like French fries. So I'm either going to be happy or I'm going to be disappointed because it smells like French fries and it's not French fries.
See,
so.
I think Brandy would like an Allie Hazelwood. Now, they're romance, but they're women in STEM.
Oh, okay. For a minute there, I thought you were fixing to tell me it was one of them,
No. I mean, no. I think it's more about it's more like the one. I have a couple of them. They're more about, thanks Margaret, you too. They're more about something's happening with their lab or their science-y thing. Ooh. And then because of that, they meet each other, and a romance evolves and whatnot. But there's a lot of talk about what happens in their science careers,
Oh, I'd probably like that because, I know one of the reasons, and it's not just because it's got dinosaurs and stuff, but I actually love Michael Crichton's work, and I think it's because he brings a lot of, there's a lot of science information that he brings into the book.
Yeah. Like this one's about the purple-haired Jedi brings balance to the universe. B, her name is B, lives by a simple code. What would Marie Curie do? If NASA offered Marie her dream neuroengineering project, she would accept without hesitation. Duh. But the mother of modern physics never had to co-lead with Levi. So she's doing this project, but there's Levi causing problems. A romance ensues. They're like enemies to lovers. They're not getting along. They're on opposite sides of, the equipment's missing. Staff ignores her. They're only paying attention to him. She's getting mad, right? So a lot of her books are called Women in STEM books, So
okay, I'm gonna check those out.
Maybe we could read one sometime. And there is a romance that ensues, but it's not smut romance. It's like there is a romance. You know what I mean?
It's not spicy romance.
I don't know. It might be spicy. There might be some spice. I'm not saying there's no spice.
Whew, just all depends on what spice level. I have a low spice level.
Right. Oh, wait. Yeah. There's some spice.
Oh.
I just happened to open to a page where, your bed's too small for me. Next time we'll have to do this in mine.
The spice.
Right? Oh,
just
no
happen.
Oh, yeah. I'm naked on top of him. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, there's some spice. Yep. Mm-hmm. So this is the kind of spice that is not salt and pepper. We threw in a little garlic and mustard and yeah,
it must be something in there. If you just managed to flip right to it.
We're shaking, gasping, sweating,
Oh, so they have some descriptors going in there.
Oh yeah, that's when it's good. That's when it's good spice. Good spice.
Not leaving it all to the imagination.
Yeah, right, Sherry. We got some jalapeno spice in there a little bit. Mm-hmm.
It's educational spice.
We're not to ghost pepper yet, but a little jalapeno. Yes. Science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM. So just women that are in that field and their struggles. Hot and sizzle, yes. Oh, this one? Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain. I think she has 3 now. I have 2 of them. I think she has 3. So, yeah. So, there you go.
Something to consider.
Yeah, it would be a good one. Some Louisiana spice. Some Cajun. Yeah. Right? We're involved in this spice. You got it. Just makes Brandy chuckle,
I sat there read every dang time.
But I think that the rest of the book, the premise of the rest of the book and the conflict between them over their sciencey stuff would be interesting to you. Right?
Yeah. They're all into experiments, I guess. They're scientists.
They're experimenting, all right.
Experimentation going on.
Rolling and rubbing and sweating and measuring.
None of that hinky dinky in the lab. There's no hinky dinky. If you can't eat or drink in the lab, you can't hinky dinky in the lab.
Well, they might start a little, getting the supplies around in the lab and then, taking it elsewhere to complete the experiment.
No hinky dinky.
Right, Risa? I'm trying. We're going to get her into a spicy one yet, right? Summer, it all depends on how it's done. Right? I mean, I don't think that they're like enemies. I just think they're people that are thrown into the same workplace that.
Well, that's kind of like the plot of most, like I call them the Hallmark movies, right? You always got to have that little, there's always, or most general good romances, or a lot of romances, they start off as maybe not too sure about each other, maybe a little like, I don't know, might even be annoyed with each other, and then I don't know, that annoying, it just ends up being sexual tension, I guess. And then
Marion
they get
says, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll put it, it's on my list. Well, I actually had Love Hypothesis on my list, which is her first one. But I have that one too. I just don't, it's up there somewhere. But they're all pretty good. I mean, they're all pretty good. So we'll just revisit our list, and we'll put another vote out there in a little while. I think we got this. I got this divided up into 3 more sections. So we got like 3 weeks, 3 sections.
Well, so, Mindy,
huh?
Mindy, my husband must have listened to you, except what? There's no cheese.
No what?
He made me the adult piggy in a blanket.
What? Wait, what is that?
It's an adult piggy in a blanket.
Is that a crescent roll?
Yeah, it's crescent roll.
So did he take the crescent roll, like wrap it around the hot dog this way, like this, like a planet, a Saturn thing or something?
I don't know what he did. I think so. It's like not very even. Look at this one.
Aha. Well, that's not how I do it at all. You know how you, I take the orbiting. There you go. It's orbiting. There you go. I take my crescent rolls, like here's your wiener, right? Here's your wiener. You take the crescent roll and you wrap it around like this. Yeah, you spiral it around your wiener there.
I don't know what he did.
He assaulted the weenie. That's what Summer says.
I hope it tastes good. I don't know. This poor thing is, and then he just gives me a single one.
What? Did you take the weenie right out of it?
No, he gave me. I guess he thinks I'm gonna eat all this, y'all. He gave me 2, whatever the, and then I have 2 types of fries. Look. I have the homemade fries, and then I have the crinkle cut fries.
All right then. Well, you enjoy them. Those are not pigs in a blanket. They're not.
I don't know what we're gonna call these.
They're not pigs in a blanket. No. Oh boy. All right. So we're reading up to the next section, the part 4.
Okay, so we are reading up to part 4. So we're going to all the way
4. It's about 70 pages. So read up to part 4.
That's good.
And then we'll call that good. How's that?
Yep. And he burnt the weenie.
I see you. Not,
but I like burnt weenies. So
Your poor wieners. Your poor wieners.
I can't even right now. Oh God, now I snorted.
What?
Okay. Oh Lord have mercy.
What happened?
I snorted.
Oh God. I missed it. Yeah. So you'll have to go get some hot dogs, Brandon, some crescent rolls, and you just wrap them around the hot dog like this.
So like goes like that?
Yeah, you wrap them around the dog. You don't like try to embed it or make a bed for the hot dog.
I got a it's a hot dog shoe.
You got a boat. You put a hot dog in a boat.
Hot dog boat. Oh, they didn't miss my snort. Hey, Jeanette.
Oh my God. I didn't hear it. I was probably laughing and I didn't hear it.
Oh, no, I'm crying.
Oh boy. Well, you go enjoy your boat weenie. Weenie in a boat.
My boat weenie and my burnt weenies. and my 2 types of fries. Home fries and crinkle cut fries. And look, Danny stole all of our ketchup. So Wayne found the ketchup.
Oh my God, you got packets of ketchup. Do you have to go to Wendy's or McDonald's or something?
I don't know, it's from somewhere. All I know is that my children got to stop running off with my stuff.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to go see about our dinner now. All right, read to Section 4, everybody. Who
Section
hasn't read it?
4.
Who hasn't read it already?
I haven't. I still got the.
I haven't. All right. See you guys next week. Have a good week.